Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Lethean. This is my TerraFirmaCraft Let's Play. So, as you can see from out here, you can't see anything. But I spent a little time between last episode and this cleaning up in our little hobbit hole down here. I stacked up some wood and added some counters to store food on. Some chests. I made a grindstone. We will use this to grind down flour and other grain. And I think some minerals can be ground in order to use them. For example, didn't we find some rock salt? Whatever happened to that? Apparently we didn't collect any of it. Okay, well, that'll grind down the rock salt so we can use it to preserve meat. And yeah, I also dug out an area over on this side of the house. This is going to be that metalworking room that I said that I would be adding. Probably when it becomes nighttime, we'll come back and do some of that metalworking. For the time being, I will keep it blocked off. You know what? That is sheer insanity when I have logs and a saw. There is really no reason to keep it blocked off when I can just as easily add a door. I am still thinking like a Stone Age TerraFirmaCraft player when we have clearly moved into the Bronze Age. Anyway, one thing that I would like to show you guys before we go is cooking. So as you can see here, we made this lovely counter. Grab a knife, and actually let's grab some of our foods. This is protein. I think that's vegetables and fruit. Let's check. Vegetables, fruit. Okay. So, we take out one of our venison steaks, and let's say 2 of our vegetables. Here's what we can do. With this interface, you can combine various types of food. In this case, some venison cooked with garlic and tomatoes in a plum sauce. You can create a meal. Wow, okay, that's actually a pretty good meal. The taste of the meal is randomized based upon world. So sometimes it's pretty tasty, sometimes it's awful. But I want to do a test here. We know this combination produces a poor quality meal. This is just about the best meal I've ever made though, because there are so many different combinations of food that it's kind of hard to figure out what tastes good. If I switch these 2 ingredients, but it's still all the same ingredients in the same amount, just a different order. Okay. That is the same. So I'm going to make 2 more of these because I'm not about to let a good thing go to waste. put away the food. I'll even put away the plum. And we can just keep the meals on us and eat those as we adventure. I can keep the extras. This special ceramic vessel. Meanwhile, let's put everything back. Okay, so what I was thinking we would do while it is still summer is go run around. Now that we've got a good source of food, a place to store items we find, I think it's time to start collecting grain and other plants that we see. I know for a fact that there was a lot of different grain in these fields we started in. Oh, I also want to collect any sticks I see for a secret project that will not remain secret for long. In fact, I will instantly reveal it. I'm going to make a lot of ladders. Need sticks for that. But yes, the secret project that we will need sticks for. See, we just run around. I'm finding some of the plants that we left behind because we didn't really have a good way to store them before. Now we have many vessels and chests beyond that, which means it is time to collect everything. Collect all the things. So, we now have some rice. This will be really awesome because that means we can make rice bread, which will give us another food group. You have to remember your food pyramid. A little bit of everything. And the food pyramid in TerraFirmaCraft is actually kind of like that. It's not a pyramid as much as it is a list of things you need equally. So, it's not a food pyramid, or if it is, the divisions are vertical instead of horizontal, so you just need everything in equal amounts, and that will give you more health, so that you can fight mobs, fall off of cliffs, catch yourself on fire. Everything good in life. Okay, and the sun is setting, so I am going to collect plenty of this, whatever it is. Oat. Just a few more oat. And then we are going to run back home. Because death is to be avoided. Wow, okay. I may have gone slightly overboard with the oat. But I can't help myself. Love those oats. We can make oatmeal, oat bread, oat cake, oat milk, oat cheese. All those normal, completely normal oat things that you're used to eating, that you eat every day. I think the only one of those we can actually make is bread. So don't get angry at me when you look forward to the day we craft some oat cheese and it doesn't come. I was lying to you. Ooh. Mob fight. Okay, let's see who wins. The interesting thing here is that the one wearing armor may actually drop the armor if he dies. But that just took away half our health. And now I'm in water. And there's a spider. So let's see if I can make it back before something kills me. Ah, home sweet home. That was pretty close. Closer than I should have cut it. Okay, so from that we got 81 ounces of rice and quite a lot of oat, which is going to be very helpful, and some bunchberry bushes. Okay, so up here we need another vessel to store our grains. And for the time being, I will put them here. I'm not sure whether I want to put a block here and extend the counter. I think I like giving the fireplace some space. Meantime, can store our seeds. We will plant those eventually. I'm not actually in any rush. I think we will have plenty of food to last us through the winter. If we don't, I can mercilessly slaughter helpless animals. I think, given all the mob attention that we just drew towards us, I am going to wait here and heal a little bit through the night, and I will see you come morning. Hello again. I am heading back home after a long day of exploring. An exciting day. So much happened. And just so glad you guys could be there with me. But of course I am joking. My video recording actually failed while I was setting out. So you don't get to see any of that. Once I am no longer being assaulted, I'll show you what I got. Oof. I am just so just oblivious to the time of day while I am out exploring. I really it takes me completely by surprise every time the sun sets. But luckily, I'm great at running scared from enemies. Or, if not great, at least capable. Whew. And we made it back. There we go. So, that's quite a bit of stuff that we picked up. I grabbed some cabbage, a couple more bushes of various sorts. We found onions, which is really exciting as they're one of the best crops in the game. A little bit more grain, some wheat and rice. And if you are an astute observer, you may notice that my crafting grid is small again. This is because I died. Actually right here behind the house. I went out to plant a couple berry bushes, thinking, oh, it'll be fine, I'm just gonna run out and back in. It was not fine. It was not clever. But it is what it is. So we now have enough grain. We'll need to split off into a second pot. Or you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to cook some up. Let's cook up some of this oat. I'm going to show you how to make bread. Oh, we also got some red apple tree saplings. Plant those soon. They are pretty cool. Like that tree we have outside already. It was a cherry tree. It's going to produce fruit for us at some time of the year. Okay. Let's just put the vegetables away. Go here. And we'll take this extra vessel to put the cabbage in. And in the meantime, what do we need? What do we need? Okay, a little extra wood. And our saw. Or, actually we'll just need some planks. First, let's get our crafting grid back. Then, I was pretty certain this is the recipe for a bucket. Oh, okay. This will allow us to collect some water, which is great. So, the first thing we have to do, it requires this knife, is cut the grain from the chaff. Get some straw for our trouble. And put back that. In the meantime, we take the grain, put it into our, what is this, a quern. Start it grinding by right-clicking on that bit. And now we're going to make a sprint for the water, grab a bucket, and return. I think we'll need another bucket, but for now, we can take our flour, mix it with water, and get dough. Yeah, we'll need one more bucket's worth to use all our flour. Which is one good reason to build near water. This, no, does not hang up. So you can stay in there. Okay, now we have dough. You might ask, how will you cook the dough? Oh, this will be a good opportunity to get more torches too. So to cook the dough, we will use our fire pit. And make bread. 1 I guess item, full grain item of 160 ounces doubles through this process into two 160 ounce loaves of bread, which is great. It allows us to increase our food stores substantially. This also gives us access now to grain as a food group. It'll make our future meals even more nutritious, assuming we can actually make any that taste good with bread. Yeah, so that's pretty great. There's only one more food group now that we're missing. That is dairy, which you can only fill with cheese. That's going to require a little bit of animal husbandry before we can get that far. We will need to find some cows and probably lure them back so that we can make use of them. Looks like it is getting lighter, so we can head out yet again. I suppose actually cooking that bread did not change our storage troubles, so I will just put it back there. And another meal. Delicious. I'm telling you, they should put this on the menu of some great restaurant. We'll grind some rock salt while we go. Venison with plum sauce. Just delightful. Okay. In the meantime, why don't we head south?